What's up everybody, welcome back to 2nd Street. Dragon Ball Super Broly has finally arrived in theaters, and that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Now make sure you stay until the end for more information on a giveaway I will be doing as soon as we hit 100 subscribers on this channel. Now to be entered into that, you have to be subscribed, and make sure you click the little bell so you get notifications anytime we have uploaded new content. Now as I said, Dragon Ball Super has finally arrived in theaters. I did get a chance to go see it on Wednesday, so if you're a Dragon Ball fan of any sort, you have to make sure that you get out and see this movie. Anytime you get a chance to see one of these movies on the big screen, take the opportunity to do it. You just have to. You know, it doesn't happen often, and you have to get out and see it soon, because these things don't stay in the theater forever. I mean, maybe a week tops. I didn't really check all the showtimes in my local theater, but I'm pretty sure it's only about a week. So make sure you get out and see it as soon as you can. As soon as you watch this video, get out and go see it. But maybe you want to watch it before you watch this video, because I mean, not that we really have to announce spoilers, because there really is nothing to spoil in Dragon Ball Z, or in the Dragon Ball universe, really. You know, we pretty much know the players and know what's going on. Now, if there was new characters being introduced that was going to be a surprise that you didn't know about, I would tell you about that before I really got into any of this. But as I said, make sure you go to the theater and watch this movie. It is very good. The action sequences in this movie are amazing. There's just some things they did with, I don't know, with the graphics that were really on point. It was pretty cool to see on the big screen, and that's why you got to go see this. Now, there was plenty of story to go with this. Obviously, we know it's about Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. He's right there. Okay. Now, I'll tell you, you gotta go see it at the theater. Good animation throughout. Now the soundtrack, I'm not sure if this is. I think they just did an English dub on this. I don't think it's how they usually do it with all the English soundtrack with like the music and everything like that. Because the music did sound more like the original Japanese versions usually do. There wasn't any like, you know, the guitars and all that, you know, like the heavy stuff we're used to hearing in more of the American dubbed versions. Now, as far as me as a fan of Dragon Ball Z, I myself like watching it in Japanese with the subtitles on, and you know, I'm sure I'm one of a few. I've watched this whole series from start to finish. No, and to be honest, I haven't watched any of the Dragon Ball Super stuff. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you that right up front. But when I do watch this series, I like to watch it in Japanese, and I don't really. I mean, I've watched them all in the English dubs as well, and I like those as well. I like those too. But to me, I really like watching it in Japanese with the original Japanese music as well. It's just, you know, it's just something that appeals to me a little bit more. It doesn't have anything to do with like, oh, that's the original content and that's how it is. That's just how I happen to like it. I do like it the other way too, but I'm really more into watching it in the original Japanese dub. And that's kind of what I wish I would have got to see in this theater, although I would have got tired of watching all the subtitles for the first time seeing this movie. So I will give you that. Now, as I said, the movie is a good movie. You got to go out and see it. I can tell you, I didn't have high expectations for it, and that's just because I'm not a big fan of the character Broly. I'm just not. Now, I don't know. He's just kind of a boring character for me. He's really kind of generic. And they've actually passed. This is the 4th Broly movie they've given us. Okay, and you know what? Like, this one ranks right there with all of them. I mean, to me, they're more towards the bottom of the list on the Dragon Ball movies. Really, they are. They're just not that exciting to me. I'm sure there's probably plenty of people that are gonna disagree with me on this, and you can leave those comments down below. You know, I'll read them, I'll get through them. I'm sure I'll probably get lots of hate for that, but like I said, Broly just isn't an exciting character for me. For me, actually, the best one was Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan. That was about as good as it got for that character. Now, in this movie, they did try to bring some more humanity to the character to make you care about him a little bit more, because as we know, Goku is, you know, he's the good guy and he's gonna let the bad guy off, he's gonna let him live and all that. He doesn't always kill the bad guy, and that's what happens here. And you know, there was a pretty cool little story with Broly and, you know, this I can't remember the creature's name that he was friends with, and that's what he's wearing around his waist. It was the fur from his ear, and you know, he was a really beloved friend of him, and you know, his father didn't like this friend, and it was a pretty cool little story. Definitely one of the better elements of the stories in any of the Broly movies that I've watched. Now, like I said, that being said, I'm not a big fan of the Broly, so you know, I'm just letting you know that all up front. But overall, it did have a pretty decent story, lots of good action. Now, I will tell you, this movie could have used a lot more of the balancing act. The balancing act like we got in James Wan's Aquaman, okay? Because I don't know, even the American dub voice actors this time around, they just, I don't know, it didn't seem as intense. It didn't draw me in as much as it used to. It just didn't seem as, I don't know, it seemed a little off pace from where they're normally at. Now, like I said, I think the music was the original Japanese music. I have a feeling, I'm not for sure on that. But even the music, even for being a Japanese dub version music, I really wasn't too impressed with the sound. With just everything going on in the background, just all the noise and everything going around. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it was like I said, they really needed to balance this out a lot more, especially on not necessarily on some of the artwork in the animation. We get scenes where it's just like typical Dragon Ball Z, you know, style art, Dragon Ball Super, you know, it's all that same type of art. But then we get times, you know, where I mean, the art, it doesn't even look like the manga. I mean, it actually, there's a few scenes in here where the art gets cut down, and it gets, I don't know, to me, I wasn't really impressed with some of the art. And then you get some of the other action scenes where things are exploding and everything, like we always get in these Dragon Ball movies, and it's phenomenal. It's great. But like I said, there are some of those little scenes where some of those other little scenes where it just looks like they didn't really put much work into it, and maybe because they overspent in other areas of the film. And like I said, maybe a little bit more balancing act. The balancing act worked in a movie like Aquaman with James Wan. He pulled it off perfectly. Here they could have done it a little bit better. Okay, like I said, just some of the art, I could be wrong, you know, if you went out and seen it, let me know what you think down in the comments. But I thought there was a little bit lacking in some parts, and they went over the top phenomenal in other parts. The story, while I did think it was pretty good, it didn't really draw me into the story, and a lot of the stories, you know, at the very beginning, I felt like it was going pretty good, and then it really slowed down, and it kind of picked back up a little bit again, then it slowed I don't know, the pacing wasn't really that good, and we didn't get enough of the characters either. Now, like I said, I haven't been paying attention to the Dragon Ball Super series, so maybe there's something I'm missing here, but I mean, really all I get is Bulma, Goku, and Vegeta. Whis and Beerus as well, but I mean, there really wasn't that much character, and for me to draw me in, you gotta give me more of the characters, more of the friends. Like I said, maybe I've missed something where a lot of those friends are gone. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below about that as well. But like I said, they could have used more of that in this to maybe ground this film a little bit more. I think we've noticed just in seeing a lot of the movies coming a lot more lately, is we got to see more humanity out of these characters, or sanity in this case, I guess. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I didn't get enough of that in this film. There was some good laughs, and the laughs in it, there was some good ones. Let me tell you, there was some good ones. They definitely pulled on the member berries here. Okay, there was definitely some good laughs in it. Don't get me wrong. But then there was a few of them that were just kind of, I don't know, kind of cheeky, kind of off. I don't know, just I don't even think they were slapsticky. Some of them just didn't land right with me, I guess. Like I said, some of it just kind of fell a little flat for me, but there was some of the stuff that was great. Obviously, we get the Ginyu Force when you see them, phenomenal. A couple other jokes dropped are really great. But like I said, overall this movie was pretty good. I did like it. It's right there with all the other Broly movies for me. I'm just not a huge fan of this character. Like I said, make sure you get out and see this movie if you are a fan of Dragon Ball. It's something you have to do when you get these things at the theater. It doesn't happen that often, so you have to take advantage when it comes around. So make sure you do that. And let me know what you think down in the comments below about the movie if you already got out to go see it. Now, before we go, I just wanted to tell you all about the Mountain Man Nut and Fruit Company. They are the purveyors of fine nuts, dried fruits, and candies. There's a link down in the description. You can order and have these things shipped directly to your house. This is one of my favorite products. These are chocolate caramel marshmallows. They basically just took a marshmallow, sat it on a little caramel disc, and covered it in chocolate. These things are to die for. These things are so good. Oh, good in my belly, not for my belly. How about that? But anyway, check out the link down below. You can have them shipped to your house anywhere throughout the United States. It usually only takes about 4 or 5 days. And they can even put during the summertime, they can put bricks in there so your chocolate does not melt. Also, down in the description, check out Vigilantes for Children. They have a site there where you can go to buy shirts, decals, gloves, hats, anything to help show your support for them. And what they do is they are helping try to make the world a safer place for our children by encouraging people to be proactive in the community if they see things and harm going on to a child. Make sure we don't want any harm coming to our children, and that's what they're encouraging. Don't be silent. If you see something happening to a child, do something, say something. You don't have to be a hero, but we have to protect our children. That's something that's very important to me. I've got 3 children myself, and I'm sure many of you do as well. We all have somebody that we love, and we all need to make this world a safer place for our children. Now, on to the giveaway. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway of Sony's Venom. It will be a digital copy, so make sure you're subscribed. Click the little bell so you get notifications anytime we have uploaded new content. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Now, the quickest way for us to get to 100 is for you to share this channel and this video with a friend and tell them to like and subscribe so we can hit that 100 subscribers even faster. Thank you all again for tuning into the 2nd Street Marvel. Have a great day.
Play around.